This will be a brief episode, but an important episode because what we're going to be talking about today is quite nasty. What these people do is quite nasty. And it's also pretty simple. It won't take that long to articulate. There are so many YouTubers piggybacking and parading around this idea. I don't know if it's popular now, but this NoFap semen retention content. I was on NoFap for 150 days. These are my benefits, or you should get on NoFap because of this, or I retained my seed and now I get all the hoes. Like all these other variations of the title. And I don't necessarily, as I talked about in a video, I don't necessarily, other video, I don't have a problem with people saying, well, I partake in semen retention or NoFap and I like it. And it does good things for me. That's fine. It's a good thing. But I think they mostly miss the bigger issue. That's not really relevant to this video. What I'm mostly talking about are a specific group of people that I have a real issue with. And this group of people are the semen retention NoFap YouTubers, or the people who spread that message making videos called How to Stop Relapsing, or You Need to Stop Watching Explicit Content. And then they plaster a big fat pair of titties in a thumbnail. Or some gym girl, posing as a suggestive manner, right? Textbook hypocrisy. It's like holding up the Bible and then lying. These people hold up the message, oh, no fap, semen retention, look at this, and then they make people relapse in their thumbnails. They exploit the very thing they're talking about is so terrible. Because the same videos be like, oh, the society, it's so, it's so, I'm not trying to get the video flagged. I already said something that might get video flagged, but it's so, sexualized, right? Society, it's so terrible. We need to go back to how it was before, blah, blah, blah. And then in the thumbnail, they completely go against what they say. And the reason why they do it is this, you look at you find the real motive behind this. It's not because they want to actually help people. It's because they want to exploit people. Because when you put suggestive content in the thumbnail, people click. Like, ooh, pair of titties. Click. That's how, especially men, that's how men's brains are. That's how we do it. Right? It's just what we think. So they know this. So they put it in a thumbnail. They do something they know is wrong in order to get views and attention. That's even more wrong. They're exploiting something wrong for their own benefit. Don't come out with, oh, it's for the greater good, blah, blah, blah. It's not for the greater good because they're not saying anything that's particularly interesting. Not saying anything new. They're just, it's like the attention span in the first part of this series. They're just exploiting something they know is wrong, right? But they do it. And then if you come at them and say, oh, it's for the greater good, if anything, right? But it's not, because the information they provide is not special, it's nothing new. They're just taking the zombie and making the zombie think, oh, I'm not becoming a zombie anymore, I'm improving myself, but they aren't. It's all a big lie. Unfortunately, this goes for a lot of people in the self-improvement industry, space, whatever you want to call it. Be careful who you listen to, because there's a lot of hypocrites, as the series will continue to expose.